In this video, I'm going to show you my exact process to sending 10,000 emails every single day. And you might be thinking, oh my gosh, 10,000 emails, that's so much. But the reality is that 99% of the businesses that I talk to are not sending nearly enough emails that will actually get them to land clients. And in this case, like let's just say I send 10,000 emails and I can expect a 3% reply rate. That would be 300 responses to my email every single day. And let's just say I book 5% of the responses on a call every single day. That would be 15 calls with a 20% closing rate on those calls. That would be 5 deals for my business every single day from cold email. So if you want to learn how to predictably grow your business using cold email and sending a high volume of emails like what I'm about to show you, and you have the attention span to actually sit through this video, take notes, and execute, then keep watching. First things first that we want to do is we want to buy domains. So we need domains that we can send emails from. I like to use domains that are similar to a domain that I currently have. So my company is called agencyu.co. So I want to buy agencyu.co, getagencyu.com, growwithagencyu.com, and different variations around that. And with the volume of 10,000 emails per day, we would need to get 70 domains. We're gonna use ChatGPT to help us come up with some ideas. So I created a prompt for you guys. I help niche achieve dream outcome. My company name is company name and my domain is domain name. Give me 100 variations of a domain I can buy. So let's go ahead and just copy it and let's just see what it comes up with. Perfect. Here's 100 variations of the domain that is currently my domain. So what I can do is I can use these as inspiration. And what I want to do is I want to pick 70 that I can purchase through GoDaddy. Let's copy one of these. Let's search for it. Perfect. After we purchase the domains and we got 70 domains, the next thing that we want to do is we want each domain to have 3 emails linked to it. Each email can handle about 50 emails per day, which gives us 10,500 emails every single day that we have the capacity to send using this volume. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to workspace.google.com. If we go do the business starter, it's going to be $6 per user per month. So what we want to do is we want to just go ahead and click get started. We want to fill out our business name. We're going to add in our name and our current email address. Click next. Then after it says, does your business have a domain? Yes, I have one I can use. Then you add in your domain. Next. And then you go ahead and add in your email information. And then what this will do is it will log you into the admin console where you can then add different users within the same consoles. So after we go ahead and do that, what we want to make sure that we do is we add 2 more users to the account. So in this case, what I would do is I would do like Austin at goagencyu.co, Austin S at goagencyu.co, Austin.s at goagencyu.co, and have 3 different variations of my name within the emails. We want to create a database of all of the emails and passwords. So what I would do is I would have a list where I'm listing out all of the emails and all of the passwords. Make the passwords the same for every single email account and Gmail account because we're going to be using this later on and you don't want to have to remember 210 different passwords. We just need to go ahead and repeat this for the 3 emails per domain. So 70 total workspaces is what you're going to build out. Then what we want to do is we want to add GoDaddy to the Google workspace. We need to go to admin.google.com and we're going to go ahead and log in. Then we're going to go to account. Then we're going to go to domains. Then we're going to go to manage domains. Then we're going to add a domain. And then we're just going to find the one that we just got. Go to agencyu.co, add domain and start verification. Once this is added, then what we want to do is we want to click activate Gmail. We want to set up MX records, which will prompt us here and sign us into GoDaddy. And then once we are logged in, dialed in, we should see that the Gmail has in fact been activated here. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure that the SPF has been added on our DNS. So let's go ahead and go to GoDaddy. Let's go ahead and click on DNS. And then we're going to scroll down. We're going to change this to 50. And we want V equals SPF1. So let's make sure that's added here. Exactly. And if that has not been added for your GoDaddy, basically all we need to do is go ahead and click on add new record. It's going to be a text record. We're going to add this here and the name is going to be at, and then you go ahead and click save and that will automatically add it to the DNS record of GoDaddy. Now, next step is setting up the DKIM. We just go back to our workspace. We go to apps. We go to Google Workspace. When we go to Gmail. Then what we want to do is we want to authenticate the email. Once we're here, select a domain, drop down to goagencyu.co, generate a new record. click on generate. And what this is going to do, it's going to generate a DNS record for your domain that you're going to then add. So in this case, what we want to do is we have the text record name and the text record value that we need to put into GoDaddy to authenticate this Gmail account. So if I go ahead and just copy this, go back to my DNS, I'm going to put this as the name, then go back here, text record, boom, save, success, then go back here, start authentication. You're probably going to get this totally normal. Don't be alarmed by this. Just revisit it in the case that this does happen for you. So the next thing that we want to do is set up the DMARC. So add new record. This is going to be text, boom. Then we're going to go ahead and change this and value. So here you'll notice that mail to is email@yourdomain.com. So what we want to do is we just want to change this to our email so that if there's any issues with like the domain, that's the email that it will send any updates to. So then we go ahead and click save. Now that's pretty much been done. We really just need to repeat steps 3 through 6 for each single workspace for each single domain that we created, which would be 70 in this case. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to set up our forwarding. So if we're inside of GoDaddy in our DNS, as you're doing this, if you click on the forwarding tab, this will allow you to set up forwarding to your destination URL, which could then be your real website. So if somebody does go to goagencyu.co, it'll redirect to my actual website because there's nothing on goagencyu.co. This should now be completed for 70 domains and 210 email addresses. Next up, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and log into Instantly, and we're going to start warming up our emails. So the process of warming up essentially means that we're starting to authenticate the emails further by starting to send emails back and forth to the emails that we just created to prove that it is in fact a trusted email provider, that is in fact a trusted domain, and that when you send your emails that are cold, you're not just going to end up in spam. So if I log into my Instantly, what we want to do is we want to go to our email accounts, and then we want to click on add new. So as you'll see here, there's a few ways to connect a new email account. So the first way that I'm going to show you is by bulk uploading. So if we go ahead and click on IMAP/SMTP, we can go ahead and do bulk import from CSV. So if you click on this C sample CSV file, what it's going to pull up is a sample sheet. All you need to do is do file, make a copy, and this will make a copy which you can then build off of that. So as we can see, email, first name, last name, your password, imap.gmail, imap port, and you really just need to copy and paste the same just to avoid complexity and rinse and repeat for every single column. All we need to do is file, download as a CSV file, and then we can simply upload them. The other way that we can do it is simply by one through connecting our Google account. We need to first enable IMAP access in our Google account. So if we go to our Gmail, if we go to forwarding IMAP, we can see that IMAP here is in fact enabled. Then what we want to do is go ahead and click here, click on the authentication. Then we want to copy this code over, go to the admin panel, and make sure that it is added as an app. Pretty simple to do. After that's been completed, simply log in to our workspace account that we just created. So if you did it correctly, you should see warm up the green fire emoji next to each email. The warm up process, we recommend about 14 days. You can literally send a virtual assistant this video and they can help you with steps 1 through 8 and do everything for you. Next up is we want to get a list of leads. If we're using it Instantly like this video is laying out, the easiest way to do this is to go to our lead finder. We can search by job titles. It's pretty simple to find a pretty high volume of contacts that we can start reaching out to. We need a list of 50,000 leads every single month. And for each contact that we have, we're going to send a 4-step email. The other way that you could do this is you could hire what's called a list builder and come up with a list of 50,000 every single month. That is not unrealistic to do. Then we need to start creating the campaign and writing the email. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Instantly. We're going to go to campaigns. We're just going to add new. We're just going to do 10K a day. You can name this typically like your niche. And then leads, we're going to import. Let's just use lead finder. We want to reach people who are in financial services. Let's go ahead and change the location to United States, which gives us a list of 2 million contacts. So that's plenty of people that we can reach out to. So I could go ahead and select the first 50,000 people, and then I click add to campaign, and I can add it to my 10K a day email. So add to campaign, 10K a day, boom. Go back to our campaigns, 10K a day, go back to our leads. As you can see, they're all adding in here. And you'll also notice in verification queue, So that means that they're being verified through instantly, meaning that the people that we're actually sending emails to are in fact legit and the emails aren't bad. As you can see from Instantly's lead finder, we have like their name, their title, the website, etc., etc. If you wanted to buy a list or if you had a different list, you can also import more leads. So if you go here, you can use like a CSV file, do them manually one by one if you wanted, or import your Google Sheets, which is pretty simple to do. After we have the leads uploaded, then we go ahead and go to sequences, and we're going to spread this across the month. So maybe we do every 3 days. We have our first email where we can say something about their name for you. And then within here, we can go ahead and just type our email, example, etc. Then we have 3 follow-up emails to follow, so a total of 4 emails total across the month. Then if we go ahead and click on schedule, then we can select the days. In this case, we can just do Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's great. And then if we go to options, then here is where we select all 210 emails that we just added in here. And we want to make sure that we uncheck stop on auto reply, because oftentimes you get like a vacation responder or something along those lines. And then we're going to change this to 10,000. And we go ahead and launch. All right, so that is my 10-step process to sending 10,000 emails every single day. If you go ahead and click on the video on the screen here, I'm gonna walk you through the best email copy that you can be using that has literally generated me millions of dollars. And if you found this video useful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you're watching this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.